SBTV Wireless.
Hiya, it's Georgia for SBTV, backstage at Wireless with the one and only Plan B. Hello.
Hello.
How's it going? You having a good day?
Yeah, it's going alright, yeah.
Just getting prepared for your show. I saw you got changed.
Yeah, I'm getting prepared for my show with cigarettes and alcohol, you know.
Oh, yeah?
Finest
Teetotal?
Yeah. Oh, you're teetotal?
No, I'm saying you're teetotal.
Oh, no way. No, not me.
How are you feeling about the show this evening?
Yeah, looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to it.
Yeah?
It's nice to come and play to a London crowd. I always love, you know, playing in London, man.
Do you have any particular pre-show rituals or like ways that you prepare?
No, not really. I mean, I got to drink peppermint tea and honey and that just to warm up the voice because, I mean, look, I'm destroying my vocal cords right now, you know. So half an hour before, you got to gargle. I mean, you can gargle with like warm water, but that tastes disgusting. Okay. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't call it a ritual. It's just something I have to do. Do you know what I mean?
Are you superstitious? Do you do anything for luck or?
No, I mean, if I see a ladder, I'll walk under it just to go like fuck you. But last time I done that, my fucking laptop got fucking stolen. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. I might slowly be becoming like, you know, superstitious, but I can't try and say like fuck all that shit. You know what I mean?
And you're called Plan B because Plan A was more of an R&B pop route. What do you reckon Plan C would be?
Deaf, probably. Yeah, deaf, innit?
Okay, so.
I mean, the most important things to me is like my music and my film, you know, and I'm doing that, you know, and I'm doing that under the name of Plan B and Ben Drew, you know, and I'm gonna carry on doing that. So for me, there ain't no other plan. Like that shit ain't gonna fail, you know. What if one of them might fail, but I'll always have the other. So yeah, there ain't no Plan C. It's, you know, Plan C is my gravestone, you know.
And how's your film work going at the moment?
It's going great, man. We're gonna direct my first feature film in September. It's called Ill Manners. It's Manners, M-A-N-O-R-S, like where you're from. It's like the hip-hop musical version of Crash. Have you seen that film Crash? You know, where it's all like short stories kind of mixed into each other. The difference is, you know, they're all very British, kind of London-orientated stories, and they're all gonna be narrated by a different hip-hop song. So the film will come out and then a soundtrack album will come out afterwards, you know. It's all very low budget and I'm using a lot of kind of unknown, kind of non-actors, you know.
And we are loving how you did all your music videos are obviously go with your fictional character of Strickland Banks. Have you got any more characters obviously for your new album?
Well, the next album that comes out after this is the hip-hop version of Events, Strickland Banks. It's a Strickland Banks story but told in a lot more detailed way, you know, very reminiscent of the first record. It was my ambition to release both these records at the same time, but it didn't work out like that, so the hip-hop record's coming out after. So that's the next record that will come out, but it's not going to do anything commercially. I mean, it's too explicit, too dark, you know, but I don't do this shit for commercial success. I do it for art. I mean, you know, the same reason I made the soul album. If you listen to it, you can hear I love it. I love soul music, and I made an uncompromising soul record. And off the back of that is an uncompromising hip-hop record, another one, you know. And after that, you know, I'm really feeling dubstep, and I want to try and do a dubstep influence hip-hop record, and then one day I'm going to do a reggae record, you know.
But yeah, because your new album is a lot different to your older album. We've seen you singing a lot more. Is that something you want to carry on doing?
I think now that I've found my key, you know. I didn't sing that much before because I was never trained as a singer, and I wasn't that comfortable with my voice, but I've become a lot more comfortable with my voice. I think, yeah, I am going to be singing a lot more, especially when I do the reggae album. You know, it's going to have a lot more singing.
The subject matter as well. Your first album, it was quite dark, quite aggressive. This time, yeah, we've just seen you burst into the mainstream with like gorgeous soul-y hooks. Do you think that's representative of how you're feeling as well as a person?
Musically, yeah, but I mean, the subject matter is still very dark. It's about a guy who's wrongly convicted of a crime that he hasn't committed and sent to prison, you know, and he's the famous guy in prison, and as you can imagine, there's a lot of guys in there that want to fuck him. You know, that's not a nice story, that's dark subject matter. So for me, like, everything I do is still Plan B, you know. But the music, obviously, you know, with soul music, allows you to be a lot more upbeat, you know. It's a nice juxtaposition between, like, nice, soulful songs but then really dark subject matter, you know. It's like Charmaine, you know, Charmaine was like a nice, soulful tune, you know, like a love song. but it was dark at the end because you find out she's 14, and I think that's plan B, you know, that's what I stand for, you know what I mean? I can do that nice, soft, melodic stuff, but the subject matter is always going to be, in some ways, going to be dark, you know, and it's going to fuck with people, you know.
And you're doing loads of things in loads of different directions at the moment. Is there anyone particularly that you look up to for inspiration?
I'm loving Drake right now. I'm loving Drake, pretty sick. There's a band called Black Keys I'm really feeling. Really happy for Tiny. I've got much respect for him. Yeah, I mean, there's a few people out there. It's hard to remember them all off the top of my head, but you know.
Have you got anyone targeted that you would like to work with?
Yeah, Black Keys would be sick. I'd love to work with them. You know, shit, man. Like, pretty much anyone. Like Jay-Z, from Drake to P. Diddy, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna turn people like that down, you know what I mean? Because that's an opportunity for me to work with someone who's got a much bigger fan base than me, that's only gonna kind of show me and my music to more people, you know? But saying that, I would never work with an artist that I didn't respect, that I didn't like what they'd done, you know? But I think for artistic reasons, you know, I'd love to work with kind of Black Keys. That'd be pretty sick.
And you're blowing up at the moment. You must be getting recognised a lot. You're getting a bit more famous. What would you say is the darker side to all of that?
The darker side is you're a meal ticket. You're a meal ticket for anyone who hasn't made it yet, who's trying to make it, and they're going to try and infiltrate your shit and try and trap you and fuck you up, you know what I mean? And the saddest thing is that now that I've got this success, I have to vet people. I never used to have to do that. I could just kind of meet people and you know what I mean? Just get to know them on a chilled level. Now I have to be like paranoid of motherfuckers, you know what I mean? And it's not a nice position to be in. But, you know, the good outweighs the bad, you know? All the success I'm getting right now outweighs that negative shit, you know what I mean? I'm doing what I want.
What do you think has been your career highlight so far?
My career highlight so far, I mean, we're talking film or music, you know? For film, it'd be being in a film with Michael Caine, definitely has been my highlight, and for music, you know, I don't know, maybe it's Glastonbury, you know, like, I went to Glastonbury 10 years ago. I broke in there with my friends, and 8 of us in a 4-man tent, and we had it up in Glastonbury, and then 10 years later, I'm back for the second time, and I'm playing on a stage there. So, like, I think that might be a highlight, you know.
Okay, and in the future, if you could make a musical supergroup, you've got the whole world at your feet, who would be in it alongside you?
I would have Dave Grohl on the drums. Can they be dead or alive? Jimi Hendrix on guitar, straight up. Who would I have on bass? I don't know who I'd have on bass. But yeah, I think Dave Grohl, Jimi Hendrix, probably Eric is a guy who I think is the sickest bass player, right? You don't know, his name's Eric Apapule. He helped me record my album. We haven't had a chance for him to play live with us ever. And I'd love to have him in my band at some point, so that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, probably them and then me.
Are there any rappers you might throw in there?
Oh man, shit, one rapper's enough. I rap already, you know, so I'm there, man.
All right, and I've got the hat of truth. Are you up for taking a question from it?
Yeah, man, let's do it.
Right, go for it.
Who was the last person you undressed with your mind? Megan Fox.
Yeah. All right, got your foot on. Well, thanks a lot. Good luck for this evening. Have it hard. Thank you.